Welcome back. Guys, I'm really excited about today's lifestyle video. You love when I talk about anything food related. You asked for more grocery hauls, which is what today is. Also, if you guys did not see my previous what I ate in a day video for a lazy day, I'll go ahead and leave the link in the description box below because that was my last food video and you guys loved it, so thank you. So I was shopping around Trader Joe's, which is where I prefer to do all of my grocery shopping, and I thought to myself at checkout, wow, I should really do a grocery haul because this would be perfect timing. Shopping on a budget edition because I spent a little bit under $50 for my meals for this week, which is really good for me. And I do have some staple food stuff like in my pantry, which I didn't have to pick up, so I'm not going to include that, but I got a lot of fresh yummy produce and I'm going to be sharing with you the meals that I plan to make for this week. So let's go ahead and get into the grocery haul. So I didn't get too many things. I mean, this is what I left the store with. So I'll start with the things that were not in the bag. So I always like to pick up some waters. These are like 1.5 liters. And these are my favorite waters to get because they are alkaline and they're full of electrolytes. I mentioned this in my previous what I ate in a day lazy edition. So I'll pick up a few of these and just keep them in my car. I like to have water everywhere I go, as you guys know. So this is definitely an essential for my weekly grocery shopping. And I always typically like to buy watermelon, especially now that it's in season. And I do prefer getting the mini watermelons because it's like the perfect size for a one-person meal. And they didn't have that today, so I just got this jumbo-sized watermelon. I think it even has seeds in it, so that kind of sucks. But I'm gonna have this after I finish filming this video. But it was only $3 for this big watermelon. And a tip for you guys that are shopping on a budget, try to buy your fresh produce, like fruit especially, in their whole state. If you want to be lazy and get it pre-cut and chopped up, it's going to be a little bit more expensive. So always buying it in the whole state is always better for your wallet. So going into this first bag with more fruit in mind, I got a bunch of bananas. These are super cost effective, and I tried to look for ones that were more ripe so I can just chop them up and put them in the freezer for smoothies. More bananas. I got this loaf of sourdough wheat bread. I love this bread. I recently started picking it up and it is one of my favorites. It's a very versatile bread to have. You can do French toast with these, which I thought would be fun for a breakfast option, but I like to make mushroom burgers and I like to have, you know, a side of bread with pasta or soup like that. So this for me was the best versatile type of bread and it's really delicious. So that's what I've been buying lately. I also wanted to get some chips to go with guacamole and salsa, so I wanted to get the quinoa and black bean infused tortilla chips. I always like a little extra crunch, and they make the best like chips, you guys. I love these. Another staple that I tend to buy is tomatoes. This time around I got the pearl tomatoes on the vine. So I like this for salads this week. I wanted to do a Mexican style salad with black beans, which I already have black beans in the pantry, so I didn't have to pick up any more. I also love getting portobello mushrooms for my mushroom burgers. As you guys saw, I got the bread for that. And of course I have to buy avocados because they just go with everything. And the last thing in this bag is a bag of limes. These are amazing and they just make everything taste so good, whether it's in water or if you want to bake with them, like putting them on top of roasted cauliflower. I mean, I just put limes on everything. So that's it for that bag. Moving on to this grocery bag, which is pretty full. I got some cabbage. I got a blend of cabbage, green and purple, and this one also has carrot. And I wanted to do a stir fry this week, so I always like to throw in some cabbage. And this was about $1.99 for this whole pack, and I can get about 4 different stir fries out of this. I haven't bought eggs in a while, probably in about like 2 months I would say, so I wanted to get back to eating some eggs in my diet, to boil them, to have as snacks. And for my Mexican salad, I just got this blend of lettuce. It's about $1. They don't have full heads of lettuce really at Trader Joe's that I like, so I buy them this way when I go to Trader Joe's. I also got a bag of organic carrots. These are really good as little snacks to dip, so I love those. I got a bag of yellow onions for my stir fry this week. And another staple that I always tend to have in the fridge are bell peppers. This time I got 3 green bell peppers. I also picked up 2 cans of garbanzo beans this week. I love chickpeas, you guys. They're so good. I have this stew recipe that I've been making with quinoa, and I already have quinoa in the pantry here, so I just needed to pick these up for the recipe. And it's super delicious with a bunch of like Mediterranean style spices, so I'm gonna have that as well as a lunch or dinner option. And of course, an essential in my house is always having almond milk. I also make lattes here at home with almond milk. I put them in my acai bowls and my smoothies and my oatmeal, so I always like to get 2 of those. They last a pretty long time unopened in the fridge, so it's always a good idea to pick up more than 1. But that is everything for my weekly groceries and meal ideas. For those of you that might be curious what I plan on doing with the items that I bought. So I hope that you guys enjoyed this quick little haul, and maybe it got some inspiration for you the next time that you go to the market. But that's it for now. I'll see you guys in my next video.